I'm starting this off by saying I hate that pig, I hate the pig, I hate the pig so much. Okay, current chapter, 1117. Absolute delight. Oda is driving me crazy, and I love and hate it in equal measures. Alright, so we are starting with the fact that the cat is in focus. That doesn't matter. Hi, Megan. Alright, so we are on first we hear Pirate Island, and they're talking about how everything has been flooded 200 meters, which means there's more treasure under the sea, and they want to go explore for it. Great idea. They're talking about there's mermaids down there, there's sea beasts, you'd be eaten by them. It's like, well, we have ships that can dive down under the water, and they just want the treasure. And I'm just thinking, hey, maybe the people who were talking about how the Roger pirates haven't just been wasting away and not taking advantage of the information that they had all this time might be onto something, because drawing attention to the ships that can sink and dive down makes sense if it's part of Roger's plan, because Rayleigh spent his time perfecting that bubble coating technique. We got Corgus, who lives in a whale, the Shanks red-haired pirates, none of them have devil's fruit, so they can all swim. So I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful Roger has a plan and his crew are enacting that. Oh, there's also a theory going around that I absolutely adore, that Big News Morgan was a member of the Rogers Pirates, just based on one of the Rogers Pirates' hat and the buttons on it. And I adore that theory. Love it. I hope it's true, and he's like sneaking in information or getting close to the government, hearing whispers and rumors, connecting dots that they didn't have before. I really hope it's true. What else happens? I didn't even notice it until reread. So I was going back through the chapter to make my notes for this video so I don't skip over anything too important. And I'm like, wait a minute. One of the pirates saying that they want to go hunting for treasure has this very flat, distinct armor with big things on its wrist. And I'm like, it's Pearl! It's Pearl from the Don Creek Pirates! And I jerk my eyes over across the screen. I'm like, that armor! It's Don Creek! And I'm so excited, because that means that's Geen. And I'm just like, yes, they're here. They're alive. They're okay. And I want Oda to bring them back into the main story. Please, I am begging Oda. I will die of happiness if Geen comes back into the story, if he interacts with Sanji again. I'm so, so excited. Going back to everything being flooded underwater. So I'm wondering if there would be a reason that the fishmen or merfolk, mermaids and everything haven't explored this area. Because yeah, I get it's 200 meters underwater, and probably they don't do that much exploring outside Fishman Islands and certain communities and places. But I feel like someone would have went off and found this underwater area. So it's interesting. Maybe it's in an area that's hard to get to. Maybe the currents of the Grand Line are hiding it. I don't know, because their existence just makes me feel like they should have found this ancient civilization eventually. But the world's a big place. One Piece world is a very big place. I'm also stuck in my tinfoil hat theory that if the Rogers Pirates do have a plan, and they're all setting up to explore, get the ancient civilization, get something from it, bring it to the surface, do something when the time is right and they're waiting for the correct moment. I am not going to lie, I'm hoping it has something to do with the underworld, and it's either going to be Roger waiting in the underworld to communicate a message to whoever he's waiting for, or it's going to be resurrection. I'm praying for resurrection. I know the chances are next to zero, but I can still hope. I also want Princess Shirahoshi. I want her to go explore this unknown area, find this lost civilization. I want her to find the secrets down there from this lost time and bring that to the surface. I would love for her to be more involved in that. That'd be fantastic. She can take the Neptunians, the giant sea beasts that she can talk to and control. They can protect her while she's having this adventure on her own. That would be fantastic. Meanwhile, we have the pirates who do the diving expeditions. They're talking about diving. We see, who else do we see? Oh, Colby, darling angel. He is recovering in the hospital with the rest of Sword, and commenters have made a note previously, and so Sword does act outside of the government's control. They act on their own. They're not held by the rules specifically. And the name Sword goes very well against S.H.I.E.L.D., who CP0 represents. So to have them eventually come to blows would be fantastic. And it does seem like this is what's going to happen. Possibly, maybe. As Helmeppo is saying, this must have something to do with the One Piece. Not really sure where he's directing Vegapunk's message directly to get to the One Piece when he's just talking about the world flooding and everything and the ancient weapons. But if Helmeppo can connect the flooding of the world, the ancient weapons, a war, to the One Piece, makes me think he has some kind of information that maybe we don't draw that connection. At least knowing about the existence of, like, Laugh Tale, like, the secrets will probably be here about this ancient time. And it just got me thinking, like, what Roger was talking about. All his treasure, everything he learned about the history of the world left in this one place. I'm assuming it's like Joy Boy's treasure, Joy Boy's something, because Roger just laughed and saying he wished he was there during Joy Boy's time. I want to know how. I want the One Piece. I want to know something about the One Piece. For like the first time in my life, I recognized Drake in the hospital over there. For whatever reason, every time he shows up in the story past his introduction, I've been like, you have your face, I should know you. Hey, comments, who is this? I should know him, right? And everyone's just like, it's Drake, it's X-Drake. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot you last time. I recognized him this time. Proud of myself. Interested to see how he'll play a role in the story. What happens next? Kobe, though, is, obviously he's got some big shoes to fill as Garp is still held hostage, captured, and I need to know what's going to happen there. We see Smoker driving possibly over the water. He's, somewhere in the New World, and he's talking to Tashiki. And I think my main complaint for the One Piece series is we did so much time setting up Smoker and building him up as chasing the Straw Hats and then barely using him since. I really wish we had more with Smoker throughout the series, even if it was just like some cover pages to see what he was up to during the times the Straw Hats were out of his reach. I miss Smoker. I want more from him. So Vegapunk is continuing his message, and he's saying, I know I'm being very vague, but I can't do anything at this point other than anything else I say would be speculations. And there's this one random character who's throwing his fist up in the air saying, tell us about the One Piece, tell us about Roger's treasure, whatever he's saying. And I'm like, yes, I am that character. I am shouting at Vegapunk, speculate. I don't need the facts. Tell me what you think is happening. Give clarification. This is my suggestion. This is what I think is happening. Hypothesis, no real proof to prove it, but this is what I think is happening. Yes, tell me, speculate, give me a tinfoil hat theory, Vegapunk. I want to know what you think. But no, he's being logical and a scientist and not just throwing at random speculations, because there's a very good chance we don't have all the facts. And there's two sides, maybe multiple sides to this story and this war, and he doesn't want to assign moral values without knowing all the full context, and we need to figure it out for ourselves. And yes, fun, wonderful. We've established with Rayleigh and this entire series that it's not good for someone to tell you the answer. You must find it and explore it and go off on your own and interpret it maybe a different way, learn something new. I want to know. I'm impatient. One of my favorite moments, though, is Zoro is catching up to the Sunny, and they're trying to take off. The clouds are extended, the barrier's down, they need to go. They're ready to burst out. But what's his name? Venus guy, horse Gorosei, is charging at the Sunny. Zoro's chasing after them. Jinbei ends up throwing Zoro using Fishman Karate, and Zoro uses Rashomon, which I love for no other reason than I'm a Bungo Stray Dogs fan. I love hearing Rashomon's name, but the force of the attack ends up sending the two backwards. However, Zoro first takes note of the Gorosei whatever's sword, Kitsu, whatever. It's one of the swords that was made in Wano, those cursed blades. And does that mean that Gorosei guy is from Wano originally? Did he get it somewhere else? Did he steal it? Did he win it in battle? How did he come by this sword? How old is this sword? Because clearly the Gorosei guy is ancient, this Venus buddy. And I want to know. Also, clarification. Is this just like a cursed sword, fancy sword from Wano? Is it a black blade? I know it's drawn black in this image, but it could be armored hockey. I don't know if it stays black. Do we know? Is that confirmed? Because I need to know. I want to know about these swords. All right, side note, because I had forgotten to mention it. So the black sword that we are aware of is your Mihawk sword. And now the only thing I can think of is I want Mihawk to fight this particular horse Gorosei. I would love to see them fight, and in my head, they're both going to come up against each other, whatever's going on. They want opposite things, obviously. And they're each going to be like, you are not worth my time. Get out of my way. The sass, I imagine, through their like little conversation of just trying to convince the other to walk away rather than resort to fighting. Because again, you are not worth my time to fight. And then them actually coming to blows. And I can just imagine the sass. I want that. That is what I want. But anyway, force of explosion sends them backwards. Jinbei catches Zoro like a baseball and is lovely, and I'm happy. And then Zoro's just like, take off, there's no time, we will jump into the ship. And I'm like, yes, escape, please. Meanwhile, Sanji, Bonnie, and Atlas are getting attacked by the Marines. The Vice Admirals are actually doing damage. They need to run, but they can hear Luffy in the distance, and they can't just leave without Luffy. Luffy looks around, and the giant pig that he had just been fighting has disappeared. And the giants are like, cool, we should probably go then. And I'm like, yeah, my boy is safe. Awesome. Run. Run, 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 run. I should be happy. I should be happy. But no, no, because the next thing we know, all the Gorosei are looming over the iron giant. And I'm like, oh no, because the transponder snail is in the iron giant. And just as Vegapunk is giving more of his message, because he's not going to speculate, he'll only give us facts. So he knows a fact that to all of you who carry the name D in your name, and it gets cut off as they attack. We see the pig attack the iron giant, and I am furious at this pig. Do you have any idea how much I need to know what this Willa D is? The connection between those who have the D in their name. Some are our friends. One is Blackbeard, so clearly a traitor is among us. Leads me to think that I am correct with the original crew, because every crew, with the exception of the Straw Hats, needs a traitor. Someone to betray them, so that Willa D carrying it through. But that being said, to pass this name along, One Piece has never really been like biological connections. Like, it's not really a you inherit your father's will, it's you would inherit the will of somebody. So I feel this name D isn't genetic passed along, it's a title you earn or given. Maybe a family member can present that name to you, but just having a family member of D doesn't. It does necessarily give you that D, but did you inherit the will of D? I don't know. I also want a confirmation on, they had said those who carried the will of D are the enemies of the gods. Clearly the gods are the celestial dragons. But I would like that to be 100% confirmed. For all we know, something else is going on. And I need to know. Vegapunk was about to tell us when that stupid pig attacked the Iron Giant, and I am furious. I need to know. Hate that pig. Now, the title of this chapter is Mo, and the reason for that is because the next word that was about to be said starts with that symbol. So it's either going to be a word we don't know or something that means also, and I need... Oda's a jerk. You name the title the first syllable of what Vegapunk was about to say when you give us more information. You're dangling a fruit and secret in front of us, and then you take it away like that, and then you name the title chapter it? Oh my god, Oda's a jerk. I love him, but this, how dare you? Why? I'm very happy. But I wanted to know about the Willity. Anyway, so Vegapunk is cut off. York is collapsed, breathing heavily, saying it's finally over. And presumably we're going off to Elbath in the next couple of chapters. I'm hoping for some kind of side arc where we introduce to the man with the burn scar who makes whirlpools. My hope, my last little shred of hope, if we're going to get like a Davy Jones locker kind of situation, which is the closest I honestly think I'll get to the underworld, besides Impel Down, which I'm not counting, I feel like this is the opportunity to do it. As they're sailing off, they come across the ship. The man with the burn scar, who may have the last poneglyph, will drag them down to Davy Jones' locker. I am praying to God that is the underworld. We'll sail the river Styx, but it won't be on the Sunny. It will be the Merry Spirit waiting for us to sail the river Styx. We'll have final moments with those that we have, those who've died, Robin's mother, Ace, Whitebeard. If Roger is waiting in the underworld, waiting on somebody to deliver a message, if we take that literally, which we're probably not meant to, that would be I feel almost too soon after Vegapunk's message for him to give another message. So very unlikely. But regardless, I want Davy Jones' locker before Elbath. And it just seems like a good time to do it. But I will also be extremely happy if we go with the Giants to Elbath and see what's going on there. We'll see if Kid's alive, washed up on shore somewhere, maybe held prisoner. I don't know. Oh, we know he's a prisoner. Yeah, we totally seen him. Anywho, all right, I will talk to you later. Allergies are kind of killing me, so if I sound funny, it's blame it on allergies. I can barely talk. All right, I will talk to you later. Bye.